I know that you are from Philadelphia.
I was growing up in a part of North Philadelphia called Nicetown, Tioga. I guess in the urban terminology, it is a transition neighborhood.
Okay.
People are moving from the quote-unquote inner city toward what would be Germantown. I'm a product of Philadelphia Public Schools, K through 12, and public college for that matter of fact too. I think my childhood was boring. I think Nikki Giovanni said it best in one of her poems where she said, "I didn't know I was poor until someone told me."
Aww.
Hi, let me tell you about the Stories Project. The Stories Project is a nonprofit organization, and our mission is to talk to people and get their life stories, the stories that they may not tell everybody, and get them before they're gone forever.
So what are some of the favorite stories of your kids growing up?
Oh my
Crazy
gosh.
things that they did?
My son David, when he was in school, we applied for loans and we had grants and so on. And one of the first things that happened is we got the grant and the money went to my son and he didn't use it for school. He went out and bought speakers and I could have killed him. As a matter of fact, I'm not too sure I didn't.
You know, sometimes the most surprising stories come from people we think we already know.
Your involvement. Now you mentioned the boys.
Yeah. Well, when I met John, he came to work for a company I was working for, and he moved to Milwaukee, and the sign on the bulletin board said John Murphy and his family were moving from Detroit to join the company, and I was like, well, that's it. That's enough. I'm single, I'm going to go to work downtown where I can meet guys.
And sometimes, while the stories are really great, it's the circumstances around the story that make them even more special. Here's an interview we did with my friend Bill Gilgenbach on the 23rd of November of last year.
You met your wife. How?
My current wife, I met in church. We both were singing in a choir. We were singing in the same choir. We actually, it's an odd story because I actually had known of her for a long time before that, but we were actually at a different party with other people that we knew, and we just started talking, and what I say is I met her that day. It was like we found out that we started talking about like finances and house stuff. Turned out we had all sorts of stuff in common that we had no idea. I would have never guessed. And so it was just a click kind of a thing.
Sadly, Bill passed away almost exactly 5 weeks later on New Year's Eve last year.
Worked for Paul for a couple of years, and Paul and two other people from IBM formed a company, a consulting company, here in the Milwaukee area, a manufacturing consulting company. Well, anyways, Paul left, and the controller of the company, Walter Leach, another one of these that, and let the silence describe him and whatnot, came in, and I'm going to show you people now how to run this department. And we were a very successful department. Flexing his muscles, and he went ahead and he lit into me because I was the good friend of Paul. And I looked at him and I said, Walter, I may have to work for you. I don't have to respect you. Within an hour, I was in the Human Resources office. And I think you can probably guess what happened.
So you get the idea. This is exactly what we do. We find people, record them for posterity and for their families and for the rest of us too. So if you know somebody who might be interested in being interviewed, send them my way. And if you'd like to support this very worthwhile project, take a look at the brochures that are around you there. There's a link there that you can use to donate to the Stories Project. We are going to need some more funds. We're going to need your help to make this go forward and to grow as it should. Thank you for watching, and have a great story.